Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to some late night Hypermine Modsauce. And things haven't progressed too much since the last video. I still haven't got the ME system up and running. I need to speak to TDC to get that up and running. We'll do a little collab bitty on there. But there are plenty of other things that we can get on with. So I have been grinding out the soul shards a little bit. So we got villager, skeleton, witch, ghast, cow now, and working on zombie, creeper. I don't know why I have zombie skullcrawler, but never mind. One that I want to get is enderman, but I may have to do that a little bit more differently, and I'll also need to travel to the nether and get a blaze and a wither. So we'll be looking into that, possibly in this episode, or maybe something I do in between the episodes, but for now, we need to look into a couple of different things. Firstly, I want to get a jetpack. I've been hanging around, not wearing a jetpack for too long, and we'll go with the mechanism one since it's the easiest one, really. And these things pretty quick and easy. Yeah, nothing unusual about that stuff. The other thing that I want to look into, and that I need to look into, really, is this thing. The Quad Era Demonstratum, or whatever it changes its name to all the time. Extra utilities, because there's a bunch of things from extra utilities that we'll need. So, Eye of Ender, okay, not too bad. This Ender Infused Obsidian, okay, that shouldn't be too bad either. Okay, I've only got 2 Ender Pearls, so we'll need to do something about that. My sword isn't great enough to take care of Endermen in a single hit or 2 hits even, so spawning them in here is a bad idea. They just teleport away and then it's just a hassle. So I'm going to wait for those things to grow up. Doesn't take too long, but in the meantime I do have a lot of osmium floating about, and I also have quite a lot of redstone floating about. Made myself some enriched alloys earlier. Let's put these away for now. Oh, and we also have obviously the tier 5 replicator one in there, which has been feeding us loads of iron. Very helpful. Loads of glowstone and redstone as well. I haven't done anything with gold and copper yet, but I'm sure we will do something there. I have been... Come on. Come on. Oh wow, that's nice and laggy. I've been cooking up myself some sand. Oof. Because I will be wanting to get myself some clear glass. That's all going to be going in here. I've got the tier 5 emerald soul shard, so I can make myself some emeralds. We're gonna tier 5 emerald soul shard, tier 5 villager soul shard. So that, oh wow, that's dry throat. So that we can start cooking ourselves up some emeralds. We're going to have to kill thousands of villagers to get as many emeralds as I want, because we're going to need them for the emerald blocks. I've started to work on how this is going to look up here. So if you can see, we're working on the bone blocks with some carpenter's wedge in here, and this works out really well. I'm very happy with that. That's why we have the tier 5 skeleton spawner. I'm just taking a quick look to see if there's any endermen around. No. Alright. So I'm going to get myself set up. Actually, I should be able to just do it here. I'm not sure exactly what else we're going to need. So, redstone and some of that. Redstone's over here. Just pop one in there for now and one of those. Come over here. I think these work just as well. They can just be replaced. So if I drop that and that. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Tin, steel. Okay. Do we have any steel floating about in here? We've dark steel, but not normal steel. Just take a quick gander these. No, okay. So in one of these chests over here, I do remember putting away some steel, so yep. Let's just quickly cook that up. Now to get this we'll also need a hydrogen generator, and but that's not too difficult. There's nothing horrible about that. 10, 10, 10. Okay, Ren 10, 10. Perfect. Alright, so let's make ourselves a little jetpack. How do you make an armored one? Block of steel, tinker. Okay, well, we won't worry about that just yet. Alright, so we don't need to. Oh, I forget the name of it now. Separator? There we go. Electrolytic separator. Alright, luckily we have a bunch of this except for that. So let's clear out these bags a bit first. Oh, I'm really running out of room all over the place, aren't I? Creeper heart, we'll want to keep that on us, and that just in case. I can drop my head. Alright, let's take a look again at what we need for the electrolytic. Iron, iron, iron. 2 enriched alloys, yep, we got that. Iron, gold, osmium dust. Perfect. Okay, so we have pretty much everything we need there. Take one of those, take one of those. Do 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 do. Do do do. Iron. Now, for this, we will need a source of water going into it. So if we just pop this down here. So it's got power, but it hasn't got any water. I can't remember which is which. Huh. That just says oxygen and oxygen. Alright, never mind. So what we'll need is an aqueous accumulator. Copper gears, pneumatic servo. Right. So we got that. Copper gears. We can get that. More glass, machine frame, and a bucket. Machine frame is tin gear, which is stone gear against wooden gear. Let's just grab some of this. I know where those are going, so. Oh, and we need tin. Might as well go. Wait. We also need copper. There we go. I'm prepared, I am. Would help if I actually built the gear. Perfect. Why is it not like that? Ah, not enough glass. Oh, that does get me every time. Right. I need to move my basic build type deal elsewhere, I think. That. I probably need to make a bunch more of those at some point, but aqueous accumulator. we're just going to ghetto it from now. What can I use as another block? Just use this. What we should do at some point is probably... Oh, actually, if we have the accuracy accumulator up here, we'll be able to just... I should have made 2 of these, shouldn't I? That's so clever. I don't have any in here, do I? No. Once we've got the accuracy accumulator, we'll be able to just generate buckets of water. Just use a fluid transposer. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. I've mostly been messing around on the server, and as I said last time, time has always just been an issue for me recently. It's getting better now. Much better now. You'll notice that because this is like the second video this week for Modsauce, which is unprecedented. Alright, get that, and I believe we should have some fluid transfer thingies floating about in here somewhere. I know we've got them. I'm sorry for the chest juggling at the minute. That's an item. Let's take those out. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Did you see that? 9 buckets. Nice. There we go, fluid. I knew I had it. Around somewhere. What we'll do is we'll take these and we'll stick them in there. Perfect. Okay, so we just want to dump oxygen for now. And hydrogen needs to go into that. Alright, we'll let that fill up. I will let those grow out for now, and we'll be back in a second. And welcome back. Alright, so we have done a little bit. Listen. Zoom. Hover. Zoom. Eating through my hydrogen room. Okay, and we went and stole some ender pearls from Raven because he has loads. He has nice little enderman farming set up there, so we took a couple. So we can build this thing, and we also need a couple of these things. But for that, first we need obsidian. I know I have a lot of obsidian. Oh, there we go. And I put the ender pearls in here. Alright, so I just made 16 of these, so what we can do is just... oh my goodness, I'm bad at this. Boom, 64 of that. No problem, we need to make one of these. I actually had to do burnt quartz in a furnace. It wouldn't work in the redstone furnace. I'm not entirely sure why that is. What did I do with my diamonds? What did I do with my diamonds? Oh wait, there they are. Phew. Oh, let's get that. We need half of these, and oh, come on. Saw it a second ago. You must be tricking me. What have I done with... I had a bunch of blaze rods. I can't remember where I got them from now. And now I'm looking through this stuff and I cannot find them. There's so wrong with me, you know. Ah, there we go. There we go. Typical. Boop. Alright, so what else do we need? What else do we need? A crafting bench. Just stick that in there for now. Alright. So, we make this thing. Now, as far as I understand, this does not need power. We're just going to drop this over here for now. But, what it does need to operate is these things. And the more you make of these, the faster it goes. So we're just going to make as many of these as we can. And I'm pretty sure they don't need power or anything. Alright. Now we get the next stage of things that I need. So let's just drop that in there, that in there. Just put that in there for now. Okay. Perfect. In here, we have that, and all of these. Magnum torch. Okay. So just do that. Do. Is that right? Yep. Wow, that thing's loud. I wonder how many of these fit in, and within what range do they work? So let's just take a quick look here. Entities. Generate a small amount of ender flux from redstone from regular. Okay, well that seemed to work without it, so I imagine it's just set up so that it doesn't need. Right, so we need to make a bunch of these, really, because I'm pretty tired of things spawning in this area. It's getting a bit annoying, you know. So one for each corner, and I believe we're also going to need one each here, so 8 in total. And each one will sit in this corner here. So you get one in each of the corners like that. But this thing is reasonably fast. I don't know if that's because this thing doesn't require a particularly large amount of this, but who knows? What's that? Binoculatus. Totally an extra utils ripoff. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So I'm gonna have to drum a bunch of more of this stuff. But once I'm done, we should have no more things spawning in this area, which would be amazing. Amazing. Hopefully it works. I believe it should work just above as well. So nothing spawning on our platform. Naturally, anyway. Alright. So I think that I'm going to call this the end of the episode, but let's talk about what's going to be happening next. I'm going to be grinding out a bunch more soul stones, and the first things I'm going to be setting up are places where the grinding actually happens. We have. I'm going to just get that to come up. So we got these wireless transmitter receivers here, so I can use that for powering the soul shards, soul cages, so I can have a central repository of switches for just basically turning on the various grinders. So I'm just going to be grinding stuff as And I want to set it up to be automated once I've managed to grab hold of TDC and we set up a ME system, which is going to be up above. If I quickly show you here, it'll be just basically above this thing right here. So the thing is quite tall. It goes all the way up to the build limit, and it should actually be taller, but there's nothing I can do about that just now. I'm going to grind out a bunch more bones, and we're going to get some walls going in for rooms and stuff. I really do like these, and I think the skulls work out quite nicely. We're going to work out a little bit more darker textures as well to kind of contrast about that. But we'll work something out. And Tomb Spider's been really helpful recently. Managed to help me get all of the iron in here, all the floor. So we're going to have to move him. He's going to start building up the sides of the tower, so that'll be quite cool. We're going to get him a little bunch of extra little scarabs to go with him as well, so that they can do all the little building as well. But we'll sort that out next time. So thanks for watching, everybody. You've been a fantastic audience as always, and I will see you next time. Adios.